The wake-up call most seniors never get. Why one simple habit could save your heart. It's heartbreaking but true. Most seniors wake up each day completely unaware that they're missing one of the simplest, most powerful habits for protecting their heart. No warning light flashes, no alarm goes off, yet silently, their heart is paying the price. Imagine this. You've lived a disciplined life. No smoking, moderate eating, maybe a walk here and there, and yet the cardiologist still gives you that look. Mild heart damage, he says. Or worse, we caught it just in time. The question that haunts so many older adults is this: how could I have missed it? The answer isn't hidden in some obscure medical journal or expensive new supplement. In fact, it's probably sitting on your nightstand right now. A glass of water. Yes, water. As simple as it sounds, the majority of seniors begin their day in a state of dehydration, and that small oversight can quietly burden the heart. During sleep, your body loses fluid through breathing and sweat. By morning, your blood is slightly thicker, your blood pressure more volatile, and your heart, already aging, is working harder just to get going. And yet, what do most people do first? Not drink water. They grab coffee, take medications, maybe check their phone, and never pause to hydrate. Over time, this puts immense pressure on the cardiovascular system, raising the risk of arrhythmias, blood pressure spikes, and even heart attacks, which are statistically more common in the early morning hours. This isn't just theory. It's proven physiology. Your heart thrives on rhythm and fluidity, and dehydration throws that balance off every single day. But here's the hopeful truth. You can change this starting tomorrow morning. I've had patients in their 60s, 70s, even late 80s who saw real, measurable improvements simply by hydrating within the first 10 minutes of waking up. They didn't need a fancy detox or a trendy smoothie, just water at the right time. It reboots circulation, supports kidney function, and creates a more stable foundation for any medications they take afterward. One glass of water can do more than most people realize. It's the easiest habit to ignore and the most powerful one to adopt. And if you're thinking, I'm not thirsty in the morning, that's part of the problem. Aging dulls the body's thirst response. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So let's flip the script. Start your day with intention. Drink first, then move, then begin your routine. If this message hit home, I want you to do two things. Leave a comment below telling me if you hydrate first thing in the morning, and share this with someone over 60 who might need a reminder. Because sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest habits. And your heart, more than any other part of your body, will thank you for it. Have you ever wondered what really happens to your heart after a night without water? Comment, I didn't know, if this surprised you. The silent morning mistake. What happens to your heart when you wake up dehydrated? You may feel fine when you wake up, but inside your body, especially in your heart, something subtle yet dangerous is already happening. Dehydration, even mild, is a stressor that most seniors underestimate, and morning is when it quietly hits the hardest. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body naturally loses fluids through breathing and perspiration. You're essentially waking up in a fluid deficit. That means your blood becomes slightly thicker, your circulation less efficient, and your heart, already working hard with age, has to pump more forcefully just to maintain normal flow. For a younger person, this might go unnoticed, but for older adults, this daily strain slowly adds up. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs proper hydration to function smoothly. Thicker blood raises your blood pressure, increases your risk of clotting, and taxes your arterial system. Combine that with a natural early morning spike in cortisol, your body's wake-up hormone, and you got a perfect storm brewing in your chest. No wonder heart attacks are most common between 6 and 11 a.m. Your cardiovascular system is under pressure at the exact moment. Most people are doing nothing to support it. And here's the real danger. You don't feel it until one day you do. That's why this matters. Because every morning that begins without water is another missed chance to protect your heart in the simplest way possible. Starting your day with coffee doesn't count. Caffeine acts as a diuretic, pulling even more water from your system. Some people even take medications, especially for blood pressure or cholesterol, on an empty stomach without water. making side effects more likely and effectiveness less predictable. Your body isn't just thirsty, it's struggling to regulate itself. And this isn't just theory. Scientific studies have shown that morning hydration improves vascular function, reduces blood viscosity, and stabilizes blood pressure in seniors. Even something as simple as 500 milliliters of water upon waking has been associated with improved cardiovascular markers. It's not magic, it's physiology. Your organs rely on water to function, and when they don't get it, your heart pays the price first. But the flip side is just as powerful. Reversing this morning habit can transform your health trajectory. Many of my older patients who began their day with a full glass of water reported fewer dizzy spells, more energy, and better digestion. Clear signs their body was finally getting the hydration it needed. So if you've been skipping that first glass of water each morning, don't wait for a warning sign. Your heart's already been giving you one. It's just been doing it silently. In Part 3, we'll explore how this one habit builds long-term cardiovascular strength and helps prevent dangerous conditions like atrial fibrillation. But for now, take a moment to ask yourself, did you drink water before reading this? If not, maybe it's time to grab that glass and give your heart the morning support it's been waiting for. Point 3. The long-term power of morning hydration, a senior's secret weapon for heart resilience. When we think about building a strong heart over time, we often imagine strict diets, intense cardio routines, or complicated medication schedules. But what if I told you that the most consistent and protective strategy is something so basic, so overlooked, that it's almost too simple to believe? Morning hydration isn't just a quick fix. It's a foundation. For seniors, especially, the effects of consistent hydration compound beautifully over weeks, months, and years. Think of your heart like a well-used car. Daily wear is inevitable, but regular maintenance prevents breakdowns. That's exactly what water does each morning. It flushes out metabolic waste, primes the blood vessels to expand and contract more easily, improves blood volume so your heart doesn't have to overcompensate, and even helps regulate heartbeat through balanced electrolytes. It's a domino effect of benefits. Chronic low hydration is now being studied as a contributing factor to atrial fibrillation, a condition that dramatically increases the risk of stroke in older adults. And researchers are starting to find that simple, consistent hydration helps stabilize electrical signals in the heart, lowering the chance of irregular rhythms. Beyond that, seniors who start their day hydrated tend to experience fewer dizzy spells, improved digestion, better absorption of medications, and even sharper cognition. Because yes, your brain is 75% water, and dehydration hits it just as hard as your heart. Over the long term, consistent morning hydration can reduce inflammation markers like C-reactive protein, indirectly protecting your arteries from the kind of oxidative damage that leads to plaque buildup. One small habit, done daily, creates a ripple of protection that modern medicine is only just beginning to fully appreciate. And here's the most empowering part. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60 or 85, beginning tomorrow morning with a tall glass of water could be the first step toward not just a stronger heart, but a clearer mind, steadier balance, and a more vibrant day ahead. In the next section, we'll bust a few common myths about hydration in older adults. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of bad advice floating around. But for now, if you've ever underestimated what water can do for your aging heart, now's the time to rethink that. And if you found this insight valuable, don't forget to leave a comment below. Have you been drinking water first thing in the morning? Have you noticed a difference? Let's talk about it, because your story might just inspire someone else to start their journey back to heart health, one sip at a time. It's shocking how many well-intentioned seniors are sabotaging their heart health, not through bad habits, but through bad information. Over the years, myths about hydration have crept into the minds of older adults and become accepted as truth, even though science tells a very different story. Let's start with the first myth. I'm not thirsty, so I must be hydrated. This is perhaps the most dangerous assumption. As we age, our thirst mechanism, the body's built-in alarm system for dehydration, becomes less reliable. You may not feel thirsty, but your cells, organs, and blood vessels might be crying out for water. By the time thirst actually kicks in, especially in older adults, the body may already be in a mild to moderate state of dehydration, raising blood pressure, increasing blood viscosity, and stressing the heart with every beat. The second myth, drinking too much water will make me pee too often or overload my kidneys. In reality, unless you're drinking extreme amounts of water in a short period of time, we're talking over a gallon in 1 hour, your kidneys are designed to handle fluid intake efficiently. What's more, urination is a sign that your body is flushing out toxins and regulating itself. Many seniors are on medications that affect kidney function, like diuretics or blood pressure drugs, and proper hydration actually helps those medications work more effectively, not less. The third myth, I get all the water I need from food, tea, or coffee. While fruits and vegetables do provide some hydration, and tea may offer certain antioxidants, these are no substitute for pure water, especially in the morning. And coffee, though beloved, is a mild diuretic. It draws water out of your system, especially when consumed before hydrating. If your first sip of the day is a strong cup of coffee on an empty stomach, you're starting off with a deficit, not a benefit. These myths persist because no one corrects them, and because they don't produce obvious consequences right away. But silently, over weeks, months, even years, the damage accumulates. The good news is that once these myths are exposed, they lose their power. When you start your morning with intention, choosing water before caffeine, listening to your body even when it's silent, and letting go of outdated beliefs, you open the door to a stronger, steadier heart. And yes, the impact is real. As we'll explore in Part 5, hydration works hand in hand with nutrient absorption, blood pressure control, and even emotional stability. But for now, take a moment to reflect. Have you believed any of these myths? If so, don't worry, you're not alone. But knowledge is the first step toward transformation. Comment below with which myths surprise you the most. And if you've ever experienced a positive change after tweaking your hydration habits, share your story. You never know who you might help. Water and your pills. The missing link between hydration and heart medication effectiveness. If you take any form of heart medication, whether for high blood pressure, cholesterol, arrhythmia, or blood thinning, then what you drink, and when you drink it, might be just as important as the pills themselves. This is the part most seniors never hear in the doctor's office. Your hydration status directly affects how well your heart medications work. Let's begin with absorption. Every tablet or capsule you swallow travels down your digestive tract, where it must be dissolved, absorbed into bloodstream, and distributed to the right organs. But guess what? This entire process depends on adequate fluid levels. If you're even mildly dehydrated when taking medication, the absorption can slow down or become erratic, leading to reduced effectiveness or delayed onset. Think about that for a moment. You could be faithfully taking your prescriptions every morning, only to have them underperform simply because you skipped your morning glass of water. It's not just absorption, though. Certain medications, like beta blockers and ACE inhibitors, are designed to regulate blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels and slowing the heart rate. But in a dehydrated state, your body may compensate by increasing vasoconstriction or triggering hormonal stress responses, counteracting the very effect of the medication. It's like hitting the gas and the brakes at the same time, confusing your heart, exhausting your kidneys, and throwing off your blood pressure balance. Diuretics, commonly used in older adults with heart failure or hypertension, also complicate things. These medications encourage your body to release sodium and water, which helps reduce fluid overload, but they can also accelerate dehydration if not managed properly. That's why doctors always caution patients to stay hydrated, but often fail to explain how or when. Morning hydration, before any pills are taken, acts as a stabilizer. It primes your digestive system, supports liver and kidney function, key in metabolizing drugs, and prevents sudden blood pressure dips caused by fluid loss. One common yet under-discussed condition is pill-induced hypotension, where medications work too well in a dehydrated body, leading to dizziness, fainting, or even dangerous falls. The timing matters too. Ideally, you should drink a glass of water 10 to 15 minutes before taking medications, not just to help swallow the pills, but to prepare your system for effective use. The same glass also protects your esophagus and stomach lining from irritation, especially important with blood thinners and statins. The simple takeaway? Your medications are only as powerful as the environment you give them to work in, and water is a non-negotiable part of that environment. So tomorrow morning, before you reach your pill organizer, ask yourself, have I had water yet? It could be the difference between your medication managing your condition or your condition managing you. In the next section, we'll take this even further and explore how hydration affects your emotions. Yes, your mood, your stress levels, and even your sleep. Don't miss it. And while you're here, share this with a loved one on medication. It might just be the reminder they never knew they needed. It's easy to think of hydration as something purely physical. Fuel for organs, lubricant for joints, or way to flush toxins. But what if I told you that drinking enough water each morning doesn't just support your heart? It also protects your mind, your mood, and even your sleep? That's right. Your emotional well-being and hydration are more connected than you might think. And for seniors especially, this connection can make a powerful difference. Let's start with the brain. It's made up of nearly 75% water, and every thought, every emotion, every chemical signal relies on a delicate balance of fluid. When you're even mildly dehydrated, your brain literally shrinks in volume, a fact proven by MRI studies. And this shrinkage triggers stress hormones like cortisol, leading to feelings of anxiety, irritability, or confusion. Seniors often chalk these changes up to aging, but many of the mood swings, sudden frustrations, or brain fog episodes that occur after waking up are actually symptoms of dehydration. And it gets deeper. Dehydration affects serotonin levels, the neurotransmitter often referred to as a feel-good chemical. Without enough water, the production and transmission of serotonin slows down, making it harder to maintain a positive mood throughout the day. For individuals already managing heart conditions, which often come with emotional burdens like fear, uncertainty, or isolation, this added weight can be overwhelming. And here's where sleep enters the equation. Many seniors struggle with insomnia, waking up multiple times during the night, or feeling unrest in the morning. While hydration can't cure insomnia on its own, it plays a critical role in regulating your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. The pineal gland, which controls melatonin production, requires proper blood flow and electrolyte balance to function properly, both of which depend heavily on hydration. When you start your day dehydrated, your circadian rhythm can fall out of sync, making it harder to feel sleepy at night or wake refreshed in the morning. But when you begin your day with water, you're telling your body it's time to activate. Your metabolism increases, your brain signals sharpen, and your hormone levels start their natural cycle. The result? A more stable mood, less daytime fatigue, and better preparation for restful sleep. And this is where everything comes full circle. Better sleep supports heart health. Improved mood reduces stress on the cardiovascular system, and a well-hydrated brain is less likely to spiral into panic, sadness, or mental fog. So when you skip that morning glass of water, you're not just leaving your heart vulnerable. You're setting yourself up for an emotionally unsteady day. In the final part of this article, we'll tie it all together with a simple, 3-step morning routine that has helped hundreds of my patients feel stronger, more alert, and more emotionally balanced, all before 9 a.m. But before we get there, ask yourself, when was the last time your glass of water felt like a mental reset? Leave a comment if you've ever noticed your mood shift after drinking water. You're not imagining it, and your body is trying to tell you something. The 3-step morning routine to strengthen your heart, boost your mood, and start your day. By now, you've learned that one glass of water in the morning can do far more than quench thirst. It can support your heart, improve your medication's effectiveness, and even balance your mood. But knowledge without action is just potential, not progress. That's why I want to give you something simple, practical, and proven, and easy to follow. 3-step morning routine designed specifically for older adults who want to protect their hearts, sharpen their minds, and feel better every single day. Step 1. Hydrate with intention. As soon as you wake up, before you reach your phone, before the news, before the coffee, drink at least 16 ounces of room temperature water. Not ice cold, not flavored, just pure, clean water. This reboots your system, thins your blood, kickstarts your metabolism, and tells your cardiovascular system it's time to perform. Want to upgrade this even further? Add a pinch of Himalayan salt for trace minerals or a slice of lemon for digestive support. Step 2. Move your body gently. Don't dive into high-intensity workouts, especially if you've been sedentary or recovering. Instead, start with 5 to 10 minutes of gentle stretching, walking around the house, or even seated mobility exercises. This light movement helps distribute the water you just drank, warms up your joints, stabilizes your blood pressure, and tells your nervous system to switch into active mode. You don't need fancy equipment, just your body, your breath, and the willingness to move. Step 3. Center your mind. After hydrating and moving, take 2 to 5 minutes to ground your thoughts. This could be deep breathing, a short gratitude practice, or simply sitting by the window while focusing on your heartbeat. This brief mental pause signals to your body that the day is starting in a state of calm, not chaos, and helps lower morning cortisol levels. When done consistently, this habit reduces stress on your cardiovascular system, improves focus, and sets a stable emotional tone for the rest of the day. Together, these 3 simple steps, hydrate, move, center, can be completed in under 15 minutes, yet the benefits ripple through your entire day. Your energy stabilizes, your mood lifts, and your heart feels supported rather than strained. The best part? You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. Even 4 or 5 days a week can make a difference. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 3 steps have you already tried? Which one will you start tomorrow? Leave a comment, share your experience, and most importantly, pass this article to someone you care about. Because sometimes the simplest actions lead to the most profound results. Your heart deserves that kind of care. And so do you.